Hey guys, JayTheVapingGuy here. I'm going to do my second video tonight. This is on my Shanmod. Now you will see I've got this cool pendant thingy, really cool. I've got this lanyard on it. I've just got, literally, I just took a piece of leather, suede, and just did a really simple wrap around it because I want to be able to carry it around with me and use it on a regular basis. But I was afraid to drop it because it is a plastic box mod. That is probably the closest thing to a criticism you're going to see me say about this. It's not metal. It is a plastic box mod. It's a project box. It's not a bad thing, but it is what it is. You know, there is that fear. If I drop this, I could crack it. But, you know, you treat a piece of art the way you treat a piece of art. You know, I have these two. This one here, I've got a lanyard on it as well. It's a piece of art. This one here, if I'm not actively using it, I transport it around in this. Simply because I don't want to damage this gorgeous piece of art. So, it is a mod. It's a very usable mod. I've used it daily for the last 2 months. It's gone to work with me. And, so it's a great mod, but it is a plastic mod. So you want to treat it with a little bit of respect, just like you would, you know, you wouldn't want to be throwing around like, you take this and okay, it's $50 bucks, whatever it was when I first bought it. It's dropped down. You can get them sometimes for as little as 25. You drop this, the head pops off, whoop-de-doo. You just hammer it back on, you glue it, you do whatever, but you don't want to damage a work of art, and that really is. Now, I've shown you guys the artwork. I may take more pictures of it and put it in here. I haven't decided what I'm going to do, because I kind of do the video and then I do the editing afterwards and figure out how it all kind of goes together. So, DNA20. Right off the bat, it lasts me 2 full days and a bit. One full charge, well, it's two 1400 milliamp hour batteries. I vape like a champ. You know, on a weekend, I'm sitting at, I can use this all weekend. Pretty well all weekend, and it'll last me forever. At work, where I vape a lot less, it'll actually go for quite a few days longer than that. I haven't actually sat down and done the math on it, but it'll probably last me 3, maybe 4 days, including when I'm at work, because I can only vape every 2 hours or so. The DNA20 board that's in here, phenomenal, really easy to use. One thing I like about what Shan did with hers, and where did I put them now? Did I put that up here? I did. Shan gave me instructions on how to use it. Now you may say, it's a silly mod. Button up, button down, power, that's it. But there's a few different things you can do. You can flip the monitor. So if this is, now the flip capability is kind of designed if you've got it this way here. So if you're a vapor like this, you can vape and take a look at it. But if you vape like this, you can flip the screen. So you press one of the buttons and the power button when it's in the off mode, 5-button power off. Press that, hold that. The video screen will actually flip, and I will actually show you images of it where the screen is right side up, and then I will flip it and take another shot with it showing it upside down. The other thing you can do is you can put it into stealth mode. So you press the button, hold, let's see which one is which. Fire and left for 5 seconds activates between stealth or normal mode. Stealth mode is when the screen turns off entirely, because like right now if I press the button, it lights up. If I have it in stealth mode, that screen will not light up at all. So you can just basically blow it down your chest, you know, stealth vape. The other option that you have is fire and right button for 5 seconds activates between what they call left or right hand mode, and that's for, again, if a mod has it running the full length of it. Where it goes across the top, it's not really useful unless you're vaping like this and you just kind of want to go like that. That might be one way to use it. I haven't got a lot of use for it because I generally vape it in this hand like this. So, and then I look down. So for me, there's no need to flip the screen. But if I wanted to, I could. 5-second off is pretty easy to use. 5 seconds, it turns off. Five hits, it's locked. 5 hits, it's on again. And you know, I don't know if you can hear that. It has a micro USB charger. Slight criticism, and it's not Shan, it's just the USB that I've noticed. Whoops. How about I put it into the thing? So I'll plug it in, and there we go. Is just the way the USB charger, micro USB chargers do this. It doesn't fit all the way in. I'll maybe snap a shot of that where you can see that you can still see quite a bit of the silver from the connector itself. Not a lot you can do about that. If you try to recess it, then you've got a loose connector in there that could flop around and fly away on you. So it's just, again, it's not Shan. This is just how micro USBs work. What else? The only flaw, and at first I was starting to get really paranoid about it. So, here I am, enjoying my mod, having a grand old time. I got a buddy over here, and I'm chatting with him, and we get into a nice heated discussion, and it goes for about an hour, and for an hour, I don't vape, or maybe I'm playing with my cool little cigarillo that I got from Andre at House of Vapors, and I'm vaping away on this, and we're chatting, and we're joking around, and I go to pick this thing up, and I go, click. And it doesn't work, and I look down and it says check battery. What the heck? It's a full charge. Never fear. This is a little known. I've never heard anybody mention it before, but I've had a couple people, when I bring it up to them, kind of go, oh yeah, I've noticed that too. I didn't think anything of it. So for anybody who's out there who's got a DNA20 mod with a master on-off switch, and if you haven't turned it off, it will slowly, over a period of time, dim, 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 until it turns itself into kind of shutdown, like a standby mode. When it comes at a standby mode, that first click is not a fire. That first click is, let's start shit up. Let's warm the gear up, and what it does is you press that button, and it goes, okay, you want me to do something. Do I have any battery? Well, let me check. And it'll check, and it'll go through, and it'll start off at the bottom, and you can sit there and watch it. You'll click it, and then it'll kind of go check battery, and then you'll see the battery meter go from nothing all the way up to what the actual battery is, because it tests it. So if you're not aware of that, that freaks you right the heck out. Let me tell you, it freaked the heck out of me. But then I clued in, did it repetitively, could get it to do it on command every time. It's just one of those, it's not intended, because I don't have any other mods that do that, but it's a cool little thing that it's like, well, okay, yeah, you want me to use you? You want to use me? Before you go and try to screw things up, let me just do a little quick test here. Just give me a few seconds, and it only takes, you know, from no bars to full bars, it goes 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar, 5 bar, 6 bar. I think it's 7 bars total. And in about a period of that much time is how long it takes for it to register. So don't panic until it's figured out how much battery it is. It is not available for fire. So you give it a click, and you wait a few seconds, and then you pick it up, and good to go. Now, I have used 2200 milliamp hour batteries. I've got, you know, my great big bugger here, and I forget what the battery life on this one is. I think it's 21. It doesn't actually say. Oh no! I just dropped and popped out the magnet. I have to find the magnet after this video. Yay! So, if that happens, if you do that, don't freak out, because it's supposed to do that. As far as I can tell, it's not written down anywhere, but it does do that, and I would suggest, and I'll actually tell Shan, put that into her instructions so the people are aware, because otherwise you're going to freak and think, oh my god, did something happen? Is it broken? Is there something wrong with it? Why is my mod not working for a few seconds and repetitively doing this? It's just part of what it does. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Whew. So, that is the only thing that comes close to criticism of this mod. This is, now again, you know, I'll just take my atomizer off, and this thing hits like a champ. I mean, all I've got on here is I've just literally just got a little, you know, leather sleeve, just so it keeps it, you know, it keeps, you know, the edges from getting dented if it bumps up against something, and it's great. The graphics on there, I mean, I've used it for a month now, and, you know, the graphics don't move around, there's no damage to it, there's no, you know, there are certain things, you know, you would notice if damage occurred to the corners or something like that. The graphic work is really great, the design work is really great, I'm really happy with it. So there you go. The DNA20 mod, after 1 month worth of use, and I am saying go, go, go. If you haven't got one of these, Shan has the boom mods and the gadget mods. They're both 26. They're both the DNA20Ds mods, and one has replaceable batteries, one has on board with a charger. Go for it. It is a highly efficient, really user-friendly. I'm waiting to try a Nival chip because apparently they're very comparable. Nival chip has a few extra features that this one doesn't, but I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with this at all. She did great work, clean work. The only thing that she criticized herself on, and I wouldn't have noticed if it otherwise, is her template when she did this particular one was slightly off, and so the buttons aren't perfectly aligned, they're just a little bit off. But she had to point that out to me for me to even notice it. And really, I'm not, that didn't bother me. So, there you go. DNA20D. This is the boom mod. This is the very first boom mod. This is not the prototype, but it's the first custom boom that she's made, and it's mine. You can't have this one, but you can have one of your own. Just go to her website, pick one up, bada bing, bada boom, you're done. Anyways, wow, that was almost Italian. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, I'm JayTheVapingGuy, vaping on my DNA20 boom mod. Cheers.